Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. I did a little bit of redesigning on our character because I thought it was time for a new look, and this actually looks pretty damn cool. We're still running at Torment 9. In the last episode we found another bit of the Arrakis set, so we've actually got 4 pieces without needing the Ring of Raw Grandeur in the cube, which means we've put Countess Julia's Cameo in there. Which is going to make us completely impervious to arcane damage. Very, very happy about that. We need to run a regular rift. We need materials. Geez, we still need like 31 Forgotten Souls, I think it is. It's an absolute ton, so that we can re-roll some of our items properly. From strength to intelligence. Is there like anyone in here? Hooray, we killed someone. This does not feel like a massively amazing rift. We also improved our life per hit quite significantly, which should... Jeez. I was going to say it should improve our survivability, but obviously we're not off to a brilliant start with that. 49 seconds left. Apologies about this. I would normally expect to start off an episode and not in the first... In fact, it was less than a minute to have triggered a death. So the extra life per hit is going to be nice. It's going to give us a little bit of extra survivability when we're not directly getting the healing from Hex. But we do want to re-roll it at some point because while it is okay, most of our healing is going to be coming from Hex. We could just do with the extra vitality. It would be far more useful for us. Right. 12, 11, 10, 9. See, if I go before time, then inevitably we're going to hit something because we don't have our Soul Harvest stacks up. There we go. And it would be Sod's Law that would end up taking enough damage that we end up dying, and it would be the shortest episode that I've ever produced for Diablo. Actually, no, it wouldn't be the shortest episode. I mean, we would probably then switch to the Barbarian, but it would be sad. I would be sad. I'd also be thinking to myself, you knew this was going to happen. There's nothing worse than a problem that you can actually prevent from happening, that you choose not to prevent. Let's go around this side. Right, some interesting guys. No. All the frustration all around. Okay, I think that's... Everything hurts. It's perfectly fine though. We just, you know, need a significant damage reduction. We've got some of the kit as well that's going to really help with that. It's just we can't use it because it's got the wrong main stat on it. And I don't just want to re-roll the main stat because then we'll lose our legendary gems. So it's an extra whammy of annoyance is what it is. Right, let's go down and in. Only 20% through the rift, and we're 4 minutes in. That is embarrassingly slow. Don't worry, guy. Don't worry. We'll go and kill everything down below. Let's get the extra haunt on him to do that bit of extra damage. Now, of course, when we do switch across one of the things that we're going to notice, and when I say switch across, I mean to the Endless Walk set. One of the things that we're going to notice is we will lose our Convention of Elements. Oh, jeez, these things do so much damage. Right, let's just push it out. I don't want to have to wait for another one. Now, did I just forget to put on some of my kit? No, we've got everything. Toughness is a bit low, I'll admit that. It's interesting that our toughness counts up with the Firebats. Okay, 6 seconds. That's probably close enough. Let's hope that this area is a bit better. Oh, really with the shielding. Now we don't actually care about the wormhole bit. It's not going to be a problem for us, but all of these guys doing ranged attacks are. There we go, this is better. Alright, now we just need to keep on top of our speed. Okay. Going alright. Better, anyway. Right, next group is down. Yeah, we can get multiple fetishes out. Oh, fetish, shaman, hexing dudes. So that's interesting to see. I wonder if that means we could potentially have like more than one group being transmuted at a time. Yeah, sort of back into the swing of it. Okay. 8 minutes in and we're halfway through the rift. It is not fast, but we're going to get through it without dying. Probably. Almost certainly. Yeah, as long as we keep our speed up, this seems to be working well enough. And of course we're getting more death breaths, so we've got opportunities to upgrade the Templar relic. Just got to keep hammering that that shaman down for that damage reduction. Okay, up to 75%. Nope, not standing directly in the middle of that. That just seems like a... Oh, jeez. This is all a bad idea. Why couldn't I pick the cold one? Kill it with the horns. Now, if they were arcane enchanted, we wouldn't care. We'd be like, yeah, whatever. I mean, they can still potentially do damage to us, but most of the worry from elemental mobs is the elemental damage. Okay, let's hurry on round. The bigger the groups, the faster we can keep things going. That's working well enough. Get those. Right, grab these, and I need my speed. There we go. Still got a tiny bit of conduit left, but oh geez, no. Well, that could have been bad, but it was actually not too bad. An Enchantress focus. Now, if that's the one that makes her like completely immune to damage, we're going to switch over to the Enchantress. Ow. Even just that tiny thing hurt so much. In fact, I may have already got one for the Enchantress. Let's ID it anyway, and then we'll go and find out. Because at the moment, yeah, okay, fine. So we're switching over to the Enchantress, and we will change back to the Templar later. Main reason for this is because Cormac's not really actually providing any benefit at all. Oh, no, we don't. Right. Okay. So, I'll take this. I'll take the Unity. Take that as well. Oculus for the extra damage. Unity for our damage reduction. Rakhov's Glass of Life just because we can. And come along. It's a bit sideways, but there is our 50% damage reduction right there. We can obviously gear things up differently, make her better, but for the moment that'll be fine. And now the pressure is off significantly. We are going to have to think about her skills though. Let's just drop these off. And charm, fair enough. Powered armor increases our armor by 3%. Yep, that's good. Ooh, or reduces damage from ranged attacks. No, let's do missile ward. We're going mass disorient, I think. And Hex, fine. this is going to work. So, we're getting the damage reduction, which is the most important thing out of this. Let's try Greater Rift, and we'll see how it feels. Now, I hate to say it feels significantly different, but it really does feel significantly different. Of course, our toughness was going up while we were channeling. We've got Tegukin. Yeah, that would have killed me. It's good to test your limits. It's good to test your limits. We can start upping the difficulty again. So really, what we want is we want to be survivable enough that we can get all of our damage boosting stuff onto mobs so we can kill them properly. That's kind of where I want to be with these. So having a flat 50% damage reduction there, big difference. It also means that we don't need to spend resources on rolling for the Templar when we could be rolling for our own bracers, or our new boots, or our new shoulder piece. There's so many benefits to this. And also, if we do up the difficulty, which I think we'll probably be able to do, we will get better drops, which means more chance of finding the things we need. Right, it's not this way. Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. I think we're going to stick with Unity now. Although we do need more mobs to kill, like, super fast. In fact, come to think of it, not only is it 50% damage reduction, but then there's that extra range damage reduction on top. So the Enchantress is really pulling her weight at the moment. And that's before we even get into the potential for stuff becoming chickens or disoriented or anything like that. So yeah, the lady can stay. We are not immune to arcane beams though. That is something we have to remember. Hard pass on standing in the middle of that. That's just a big no waiting to happen. All of this would have been impossible to manage. So the big question is the lady going to be better for us overall, or would the Templar be better? She's not directly providing us with any healing, but then again, I mean, Cormac, his healing is spotty, whereas she is providing a lot of utility. So maybe we should look at gearing her up as best we can, and instead work that out. Conduit. Brilliant. Amazing progress coming through. Oh man, it is so nice not having to worry about dying every couple of seconds. I mean, obviously we're still concerned about dying. We don't want to die, but I'm not scared that it's going to happen randomly just because I've walked around a corner and I didn't have one of my buffs up. Oh yes, bring everything onto me. Yeah, eventually we're not going to have that S of Johan effect that we keep seeing. So that'll probably be the next thing to go. Alright. Seeing as we've got the shield, let's utilize it. He's got everything on him. Health starts shooting down. Staff, sword, mace, shield. Okay. Let's assign these. 39. 39. 40. 40. Come on. 40. 40's across the board. Alright, let's ID these, and while that's happening, I will put that point into extra life. Okay, so Staff of the Co-op Diablo, obviously, we don't need another one. Nice to see it, though. Nice to see it. I think we're going to leave the lady geared as she is. We can start talking about shoulders, though.
I cannot afford that.
And start getting disappointed, of course. 16 death breaths, so not enough for us to upgrade any of them. Right. Storm Shield, gone. Echoing Fury, gone. Hung Pads, really don't care. Monster Hunter, gone. Staff of the Co-op Diablo, I've already got one. Gem, get dropped off. Right, so in terms of resources, we're up to 74 Forgotten Souls. That's coming along nicely. What I really need is I need a bunch of goblins. We're not going to get them in a Greater Rift, of course, but maybe just afterwards. We need bigger packs. Ooh, these guys will do. Health Link. Health Link makes my world go round. Or makes their world come crumbling down. But depending on which way you want to look at it. Go. Open him up like he was can. Yeah, not really finding the right way in this Rift. It seems like everything's a bit everywhere. Which is fine. But it just feels a bit disjointed. Let's get that channeling pylon. you. That's better. Just needed a couple of clusters. That's all we needed. And I don't mean like the breakfast cereal. I just mean like gatherings of mobs. Although that being said, clusters are absolutely delicious. Yeah, that added disorient that she does can be so useful for buying you just a little bit of time to deal with things. Now, of course, because we've got the Arika headpiece on now, we're no longer getting the benefit of the Grin Harvest. If you see a haunt moving around the screen, it's because I've put a haunt on someone. Possibly through misclicking, possibly on purpose. Depends on how big the health is, really. I love that he tried to charge at me, but just, you know, so slow. How am I ever going to dodge this giant hulking beast? The thing is, if I didn't dodge it, it'd probably do a significant amount of damage, even with my damage reduction. Nothing down this one. I see a mob. Okay. When everything stacks up nicely, it does so much damage. Now, of course, our general plan with Rift Guardians is going to be to face tank them for as long as we possibly can. Relying on Bane of the Stricken to gradually increase our damage over time. So survivability is going to be very important as we start pushing higher and higher and higher. Unfortunately, part of the spin to win mentality is you will always be a bit fragile. It's the same for the Barbarian, actually. Spin to win is just, it's not got the same oomph behind it as Leapquake or the Furious Charge build. Let's get those. They're up next group. And I want more elite packs. You're not elite packs. You're just boring normal packs. Just happen to be a funky shade. You guys seen anything that's worth me killing? Nope. Alright. Let's get on these guys. At least when they cluster together like that, then we do get some progress. Aha! Kind of want to do a sanity check on one of these. Half damage, okay. Now, I think that was without our damage reduction from the Toad. I think that had expired. but it was with some of our channeling spins, so it's a reasonable analog for what we'd get in regular combat, I reckon.
Needs more time.
99. That one was not enough. Ah, they were too far away to get the soul harvest. It's okay, we'll make it work. By tanking this guy instead. Ooh, look at all these things. Braces, ring, gloves. We do need the right braces. Those are Custodian Risk guards. Okay, well, we'll put up Bane of the Trapped for the moment. And Bane of the Stricken. Sorry, Bane of the Stricken. And Taguk. Okay, well, we got 3 upgrades at least.
I need to go back.
And let's ID all these. So yeah, quite a difference it makes. Helltooth gloves, that's cool. So the other way of doing the Firebats is, hang on, let me just drop that down. Is to do it with the Helltooth set instead. So enemies hit by your primary skills, including Firebats, are affected by necrosis, becoming slowed and taking extra weapon damage every second. And then you get the damage reduction from that, and then get additional damage to skills if you cast Wall of Death. So it's just a different way of playing it rather than Locust Swarm would be doing Wall of Death. Nah, we'll salvage that. Salvage that. Salvage that. Let's ask for shoulders. Kadala,
Such a brave soul.
shoulders, please.
See you soon. That costs too much.
All right. They're all gonna get salvaged up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 81 Forgotten Souls. Probably. In fact, let's do one more regular rift just before we finish. We'll make this a little bit of a longer episode. We'll probably like try and barrel through it. It is, of course, going to be reliant on mobs being helpful in our plan, but I think this is the right kind of rift for it to be a nice, fast one. While I will sanity check 1, I won't sanity check 12. I would just be foolish. Yep, bring it all in, everyone. Bring it all in. I don't know whether we can specifically go up to Torment 10 yet. But we'll want to... Yeah. We'll want to be careful about these things anyway. You know, kind of ease up to it. But we didn't trigger a death with that, and that was another pretty scary moment, I'd say. Yeah, just face tank it. We don't care. And generally speaking, that seems to be accurate enough as long as we've got our Firebats hitting stuff. We're healing quite a lot. We're doing okay on the levels as well. Yeah, let's go up this way. Right, your friends are dead. And now you're dead as well. Probably should have got my fetish out before all of that hit me. I do love that very quickly after pulling him out, he ends up converting stuff. So you can sort of rely on it as a, I need a bit of breathing space. Wait, we've got to get the locusts out. Right, let's not stand right in the center of it all. Okay, we'll call it a victory. And my soul harvest is about to run out, damn it. It's alright, we'll find another group of 10. Here we go. Even more going. And an enlightenment shrine. Now this is of course getting us Death's Breaths, which we can use for many, many, many things. Such as rolling sockets into the Traveler's Pledge and the Compass Rose when we get them converted. That's going to be hot on my list, I'd say. Didn't trigger a death. But that was not smart of me at all. Right, so need this. Need this. And need a new group to kill. Ooh, hello. In this chest we have a belt. If nothing else, it is another forgotten soul. I need just a couple more mobs, and we'll get the Rift Guardian summoned. Hold on, Orlash. Right. Haunt and that on you. While Ash is gone, we'll grab all of these bits. And then we'll go hand it in, I'd say.
I need to go back.
We've seen that belt before. Right. Auric. And then across to the book. Yeah, it's exactly the same. The lowest possible roll that it could have got. I mean, we don't really care about it as an item, but it's still disappointing when you end up rolling low.
Are you ready?
Okay, just before we go, we're going to get some shoulders.
That will look nice on you.
Well, Deathwatch and Mantle of Channeling are both nice things, but not what we wanted. In terms of Death Rest, we do have enough to upgrade one. So maybe it would be worth us doing that. Let's gone. No, I should probably save the Death's Breath until we've got enough Forgotten Souls so that we've got something to do the re-rolling of the sockets. So that's going to be a good point to finish this episode off. Quite a nice boost in power, I'd say. Very happy with how that feels. And all it's taken is just 50% damage reduction from our follower. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun for me, as always. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon.